to reports.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon.
Yes. With the look of things, what is your impression with the policy? Would you say there is a policy on ground?
Right. I normally say, I think I see most of the policy as being premature because it's simply that we do not take stock of what we have before we go ahead to implement some policy. So, unfortunately, most of those policies are issues that can be managed because before you remove fuel subsidy, there must be enough cushion of effects. You would have seen the negative externalities that it will bring before floating of naira, among other policy direction. So I think with what I'm seeing now, the government have realized that most of the policy are actually affecting the economy. For instance, government just rolled out 1 trillion for palliative, for CNG buses, and for food. That simply means they are in recognition of the hardship that follows those policy direction.
Now, are there indications that the president's policy is being influenced by the Western world?
Well, we cannot rule that out because if you look at Bretton Woods institution, most time before they even get to do any business with you, they will come with their conditionality. So it is quite clear that there are hands of international IMF, Bretton Woods, and what are doing our policy directive. Because you will recall, even the removal of fuel subsidy, they've been telling us time without number that we need to remove it. And if you look at most of our policy direction, it's most of their advice that we are taking into action. The same thing as the floating of naira.
Okay, now the president promised it will soon be over. What do you think is the way out?
Well, from the look of things, I think we are much more reactive to issues, not proactive, because if we are proactive, we will not continue to say it will soon be over without a policy direction. For instance, there's supposed to be immediate solution, which I think is much more palliative, but most of us think, look at that as being cosmetic and it's going to be temporal. But there should be a medium-term plan that is going to last and also a long-term plan. And that's what we're actually looking at. Because if you give palliative to 100,000 people each state, and for 36 states, that is about 3.6 million. If you add that with that, that's 3.7 million. So talking about the majority of about 200 million population, palliative for 3.7 is too patchy to really take us out of the challenges of the economy. So the major things need to be tackled, such as looking at food supply chain. President said President declared food security on July 13, I think, almost a year now. We need to see the resultant effect of such. So government must be active and make sure they hold these governors because allocation has increased, and also there should be developmental things around the state also to show that and to push in the effect of the challenge of the economy.
All right. Thank you so much, Aliyu Elias, for joining me on AI.